Hello YouTube, this is my first video ever. Today I'm going to show you a guide for an affliction lock. Sorry if you can hear background noise, it's just my windows are open and there's traffic, so yeah, can't really help that. Today I'm going to show you the talents, glyphs, gems, enchants, and reforging. In future videos um, I'll show you the rotation and how to pressure teams down in 2s, 3s, 5s, RBJs, and BJs. So I use Dark Regen. Pretty much you should always go with this. The only exception is if you're PvEing, I'd go with Soul Leech or Harvest Life, but Dark Regen is good too. I go with Shadow Fury for AoE CC, and Monocle you should only use if you want single target CC and you don't want the whole team CC'd, but who doesn't want the whole team CC'd? Um, I use Soul Link for a shield, and it also is a passive heal. I use Blood Horror and Unbound Will. I use Blood Horror for double DPS teams or triple DPS or whatever. You know the point. I use Unbound Will when I know I'm gonna be when I know I'm gonna be pressured on and I'm gonna have a ton of CC on me. That's when I use this to get out. I use Supremacy for Observer or uh, any other minion, but I prefer Observer for two reasons which I'll go into later. I use Archimedes Darkness for 2 charges of Dark Soul. You could also use Dark Bargain, but Dark Bargain you should only use if you know you're going to be pressured on. Other than that, you should use Soul Link. The glyphs I use is Siphon Life, Unstable Affliction, and Eternal Resolve. I use Siphon Life for a .5 heal when I use Corruption on a target. I use Eternal Resolve for a passive shield, and I use Unstable Affliction to have the cast time reduced. Um, so, um, Siphon Life and Soul Link go together. And Eternal Resolve and Soul Link go together. So if you use Eternal Resolve and Soul Link, it's a 30% passive shield. If you use Siphon Life and Soul Link, it's a 3.5 heal every second, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but moving on. I'm gonna go to my gems, enchants, and reforging. You can pause the video if you want to, but I'm not gonna stop so you guys can see. Sorry, but just pause the video. So these are the gems, enchants, and reforges. Remember to pause if you need to. I need to repair my gear, but I'll do that later. It's not a must. Sorry, I went really fast there. A lot of people say, why do you go 480 haste or haste on your pants instead of getting the socket bonuses? Well, my answer to that is I really don't care about the bonuses to sockets that much. Um, but I do here because it's just better to go to because you get int, so I can get int too. And I only go with the bonus here because like I want the 880 PvP power because for one it will help me with my heals. So maybe the 3.5 the 3.5 heals will go to 4%, but here I don't because I can get way more haste instead of getting int and PvP power too. So I just prefer that. Um, so yeah, and a lot of people are like, why do you use 160 haste and 80 PvP power? I say to that because I want to get more PvP power to get my heals more and my damages. Alright, on to the macros. I use this macro, which basically just uses clone magic or any other um, pet ability. This is my second pet ability, which is Optical Blast, or any other CC which your pet has. I use this macro, which is Agni. It just is /cast Agni, but it shows tooltip as Optical Blast, so I can see the CC of it. I mean, not the CC, the timer of it. I can't talk, sorry. I use Blood Horror. This is my Blood Horror macro / Unbound Will. It's just show tooltip to Shadow Fury. This is my buff macro. It's just cast Dark Intent on me. This is my Corruption macro. It's a shell tooltip to my unuse. This is my Dark Soul macro, which is just my unuse and Dark Soul. This is my Dotted macro. It's Soul Burn, Soul Swap. This is my Drain Soul which is show tooltip to dark regen. This is my focus banish. A lot of people don't like focus banishes, but I do because it doesn't. It's not really hard for me to it's not really hard to me to switch focus targets. Sorry, I really can't talk. I'm sick and I have a cold, so. Alright, this is my focus exhaustion. This is my focus enfeeblement. This is focus soul swap. And this is my Howl of Terror. I just kind of, this is my fear, which is show tooltip, the Howl of Terror. Sorry, I skipped that one. This is my focus fear. This is my Shadow Fury, which is show tooltip to Dark Misery, so I know when I have it. This is my heal macro. Make sure Dark Regen is first, so you get the extra here on Health Stone. This is my head error macros, which basically is just removes the red bars. This is Malefic Grasp macro, which is show tooltip to Healthstone. This is my random mount macro, which is just mounts to any macro that I have, like this. Alright, this is my unstable affliction, which just casts unstable affliction and has some other stuff. And this is only if you're an engineer, I think. But I just keep it in there because that's on my live too, and I have that. Alright, onto the keybinds that I use. I had to do a retake of this, so I already went through this, but I'll just do it again. I use ASD because I use QWE, and then I have a Razer Naga, so I keybind button 1 through 9 on the Naga regularly, and then to, sorry, I make a fee, and then to target a person in arena, I do Alt 10, 11, 12 for Naga, Shift 10, 11, 12 for the focus on my Naga. Okay, then hold on, let me scroll down. It's crap, whatever, I'll fix that after. Then I use 10, 11, 12 on my Naga regularly. I use Alt 1 through 9 because I have 10, 11, 12 to to target. I have F, R, T, G, Z, X, V, mouse button 5 on my Naga, Tab. I use button 4, which is the button below 5. I use shift wheel, mouse wheel up, shift mouse wheel down, and I also use mouse wheel up, mouse wheel down. Shift 1 through 4, I think? Yeah, 1 through 4. And then I use shift Naga button 1. Then I use 1, 2, 3. Shift E, shift D. Shift S, shift F, shift C, shift X, shift R, shift T, shift G, shift V, shift Z, shift mouse button 5, shift mouse button 4. Those are the keybinds that I use. Next video, I could go over pressure, how to pressure master, like Reinhardt, but I'm probably not as good as Reinhardt, obviously, but yeah, and I'll show you the rotation that you should use. Sorry, I have like no spells on my bars. I was planning to set it up with you guys, but this is kind of a last minute thing because I didn't know that I have to go out of town. So yeah, I should do that at a different time on my lock. This one at least. I have a different one too. Alright guys, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share with your friends. Sorry I can't talk. Remember, I have a cold. And I'm kind of nervous because this is my first YouTube video, so yeah. Thanks. If this video turns out good, I'll make sure to upload my second video, which will be rotation and pressure master in arena, BGs and everything. Thanks.